Look at the size of that engine. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we are going to do something amazing. We've got a little Roger Dodger here. Gold, black, and silver. This is a plastic-based car, and it was originally purple with a flame package. We're going to go with more of a contemporary design. Well, this thing should have a real legit, honest to God, nice paint job. And I'm hoping I can bring this base back. It's not going to be corroded or anything, but I do got to try to make these bumpers and other things look chrome again. So we definitely have our work cut out for us on this one, so let's get started. So these plastic-based cars have a little bit different style of rivets because the machine can't press into the plastic like it would normally, so they have a little bit different design, so I don't have to center punch these. I can just drill them. It's very stressful. So you could just ruin the car right here. That's what we like to see. Perfect. Wish the bottom looked that nice. Is everything looking here? Nice interior. It's very nice. Windshield's good. The back isn't quite as hot, but that's okay. A little teeny back window on one of these Chargers. No big deal. Now we do have to try to remove this engine, and we'll do that by drilling out this little rivet, but we got to be mindful of getting it back in here after. You could leave it in there if you wanted to, but it would be just a nightmare trying to work around it. I release you from your spell. Be gone, foul motor. There we go. Boop. Perfect. So we're going to have to drill this out later, get a screw in there so we can get the car back together. The size of this thing. What could we put this in? The Beatnik Bandit? Blub, 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 blub. Drop her in the Mercedes? No. No, no, no. Let's playing around here. We got work to do. Oh, this is going to be real easy. We're going to just go ahead and get these old axles out of here. Boop. There. Perfect. Now we just got to get this paint off. Don't stress out that I bent these, because I'm going to blow your mind with these. Sup? Where'd you get those from? Those look like factory. They don't look like replacements. Yeah, they're nicer than the factories. But where did you get those, Mr. Diecast? I know a guy. Redline isn't even centered on the original. This one is just beauty. I'm going to try put this in brake fluid overnight. And if this melts into a pile of mush, I'm going to be upset. If it comes out squeaky clean, boring, white plastic, I will be happy. I hope this works so we can stop talking about brake fluid. I don't know about you guys, but I'm dying to see what the body looks like underneath all this paint. Here comes the aircraft paint remover. Ooh. You know what? I bet you this car was just mint before it got painted. I bet you. Huh, no purple paint under there? I wasn't expecting that. I don't really have a game plan for this one yet, but it is going to be a custom, because it's not going back to purple. Maybe we could do a Spectra Flame purple. I think I've seen enough. This all looks pretty stripped up, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a rinse, brass brush, give it a scrub. I'll be right back. So here's the Charger. I cleaned it up. I threw it in the tumbler for a little while. I threw it in the tumbler for a little while I was doing some other stuff and just kind of shined it up a little bit, but there is some pretty good scratches in this. I'm really thinking I need to do an enamel paint job on this, possibly. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a red enamel, and I'm a huge fan of the Redline Shop enamel paints. They're so crispy. Probably the best enamel paints I've used. So before we do that, I do got to take care of some of these scratches. Since we are doing an enamel paint job, it's going to hide a lot of stuff, but anything I can do to make it look better, I'm going to try to do. Here's our engine. I put it in the tumbler as well, so it shined up alright. Need a little water. I'm going to do something different on this car. I got some 800 3M sponge. Been kind of waiting to try out. I want to make sure I get enough paint on this car that I can do a wet sand and really make this thing a show car. Right now I have the car sanded to about 800. Probably not going to sand any more than that. I think it's pretty well ready for paint at this point. Just got to drill these posts. Got to drill the engine. But before I do that, I want to check in on our brake fluid. I'm actually a little bit impressed. And it's only been 6 hours, and I know you guys have been telling me it works, and I've been not wanting to try it or whatever. Look at the progress. This stuff is just ready to flake right off. So I'm going to get this out of my work area so it doesn't eat the color out of my mat. And then I'm going to clean that up with a toothbrush. We might be able to use that again. Just need to flatten out these posts so I can re-drill them. Running out of room. Alrighty then. My desk is a mess. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to punch this as close to center as I possibly can. Hi. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of close to the edge. Might be alright. The base is on timeout. After removing it from the brake fluid, what was happening was it looked nice and clean and everything, except as soon as it kind of air dried, this white film was appearing on it. Kind of like when you have sun-faded plastic quad fenders would be the best example I could think of right now. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to just let it chill out for a minute. I'm not too concerned about it because I am going to paint the base. However, I'd like it to be, as squeaky clean as I could have it. I'm going to just hold this with my fingers like a crazy person. Well, I'm pretty sure that's deep enough. Shouldn't be a problem. Maybe one more quick little run in. Alright, so we got our car body looking good. I think I did enough sanding. Got our big block looking good. Bloop, 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 bloop. Pretty sure we can go to paint right now, and I'm going to figure out the base tomorrow, but I do want to get this painted tonight. I do think our best bet is to go with this red. Needs to get mixing. I don't really know exactly what the color is going to be, but it's probably similar to this but glossy. And I'd like to do a wet sand and a clear coat on this car if possible. I haven't clear coated anything yet on the channel, so all these red lines, it's all one stage urethane paint. It doesn't even need anything. You can just polish it and it's ready to go. But I do want to try to do a vinyl top on this car. Even though this body style isn't a 100% representation of what a 73 Charger looks like, it's a little bit different, especially back here. This is a little bit raced up. So I'm going to have to kind of do my version of the vinyl top, which I'm totally cool with. And on these cars, it came all the way down the A-pillars, down to the body. And it's a little bit different look, but I think with the big engine, red body, black top, I think it's going to look really sweet. So I'm going to go give this one more good scrub in the sink with soap and water, and I'm going to get prepping for paint. Oh, I just made a big no-no. I just shook my hardener. Never shake your hardener. Gah. Gah. Stupid thing. It takes all my strength to turn on my little stupid badger. Alright. We're about ready to go here. There you go, that's one red looking charger. A little teeny bit of orange peel in this one, but that's okay. I was planning on wet sanding and clear coating anyway, so we're going to deal with that a little bit later. Check it out. This is our car back from paint. As you can see, the paint is decent, but there is a little bit of orange peel. So off camera this morning, I was doing some wet sanding on this side. Really flattening down everything real nice. Being very careful. Very careful. So for now, I'm going to wet sand this side of the car, and we will go from there. I'll give you an update on the base. I left it soaking in brake fluid overnight. And to my surprise, it did a pretty good job. I didn't even leave it in there for a full 24 hours. The only thing is, there was some kind of reaction that happened, and it ended up coating my plastic in this white kind of residue. And so on this side, I've been very carefully trying to scrape it all away, cleaning everything up as best I can. And obviously I'm going to paint the base and try to get some details on the front here. That's where we're at. I got to change my battery in the camera, and we're going to go ahead and wet sand that, and we will go from there. This is the scary part. I'm using my 3000 grit Trizact sponge, and I am going very lightly. Very lightly. Of course, doing this on the other side of the camera is a kind of a bonehead move. I should be doing this right in front of my face, but I just wanted you guys to see what was up. So we're wet sanded up now, about as good as this little guy is gonna get. Okay, so I have spared you the agony of watching me paint another item in the spray booth. That's our base. I'm starting off with a flat black. I want to do a bunch of chrome on here. You can do some taillights, etc. A little bit of an afterthought. I realize this is dark. Would have been nice to get this lower valence here red, but that would have been a whole nother day waiting for that paint to dry just for that one little piece. So I think we're going to leave it black. That's still going to look good. Just trust me. And for this I'm going to be using a 1.5 mil Molento liquid chrome pan. And unfortunately I'm going to need to see this up close, so you're not going to be able to watch. Okay, you can watch me a little bit. A little bit hard to see with all this black. But we are going full chrome back here. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what this stuff looks like. That's okay if I do the taillights in chrome, because I'm going to be just going over that with some acrylic. This is definitely one of the coolest products that I have used. And it'll take you right to where you can buy it on Amazon. Amazing. So I'm going to do the rest up close, if you don't mind. Oh, thank you. Something like that. That looks okay. It's a little bit crusty. I mean, it's coming out of a pen, so you know, what do you expect? That's pretty significant improvement on just straight up black. At least we got the grill separated and everything. I did a little lower valence in chrome. Feeling it. I think it's going to look okay. So while this is drying, let's turn our attention back to the body here. I ended up clear coating our body, and it looks pretty good, but you can see in the reflection there's just a little bit of imperfections. I'm going to go ahead and give this a wet sand, of course, because that's all we do here is just keep wet sanding. Just wet sand everything. And I'm going to use a kind of worn out 3000 grit pad, and I'm just going to go very easy. Very easy. Mainly just on the big body panels. Trying to stay away from the edges. Alright, now here comes the wet look. This is my machine polish. I'm just using a rag. I'm not buffing anything. What do you think of that? Woo-wee! More than likely, I will not be using a Dremel on this. I'm just going to get my shine by hand. I've got our vinyl top masked off, ready to spray here. One black vinyl top. With all the extra body steps on this car, the video's running a little bit long, so we're going to go straight to the unveiling. Check it out. What do you think of this beauty? Ooh-wee, that's what a Roger Dodger should look like. A little bit of problems with the chrome in the front, and just because I think it was kind of reacting with the testers a little bit, so it kind of made it a little bit chunky. I mean, it's on there, but it's not as smooth as I would have liked. And that base has gone to hell and back. So it looks pretty good considering what we started with. There you go, you guys. Got some brand new wheels on there. Aren't they amazing? The body on this thing's just insane considering how old it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Squad fam out.